It's Championship Saturday here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The 2019 Men's and Women's Water Polo Championships from Golden West College. Mike Cepeda joined alongside Jeff Stoynoff. Starting lineups for West Valley and Sierra here in the third place game. For West Valley, the goalkeeper Raquel DePino. Number 7, Alexis Golden. Number 8, Nadja Novakovic. Number 9, Giovanna Valente Cardenudo. They call her Gigi. Number 13, Sierra Ceballos. Number 15, Miriam Katoon. And number 2, Maria Higginbotham. Head coach Erica Vargas for Sierra. In goal, it'll be Samantha Churcher. Number 9, Kate Bolzer. Number 3, Elena Hardenberg. Number 7, Angie Calzada. Number 11, Bailey Chapman. Number 23, Sierra Crouch. Number 20, Jordan Galbaugh. And head coach Scott Decker. The defending state champs went down yesterday at the hands of Fullerton, the top seed from the South. All South final, all North third place matchups in both brackets. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word. www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Also on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. We'd love for you guys to subscribe. About set and ready to go. Matt Henson, Emery Johnson in the broadcast cockpit. Congratulations to Sierra College for the men dispatching Diablo Valley in the third place game. This is game 2 of 4 on our slate here today at the Water Polo Finals. Championship for the men's coming up. Host school Golden West and Long Beach City will duke it out. And then in the final game of the weekend for the event, it'll be Riverside and Fullerton. Getting set and ready to go here. Final huddle before we all get into the pool. Here at Water Polo, it's 4 matches. On the day, it's 6 games in total. We're joined in the broadcast booth by George Matagakis. I don't think he'll get on a microphone. He's indicating that he will not be on the microphone, but he is up here. We're about set and ready to go. Yesterday's matchups for Sierra. Samantha Churcher and really Raquel DePino for West Valley in goal. Very, very good. Despite the losses to both Fullerton and RCC, really for West Valley offensively, it was a massive struggle as Nadja Novakovic, the lead goal scorer, triple digits on the year in goal scoring, really unable to assert herself before the game was over. Did score in the contest, but obviously she'd like to redeem herself today in the third place game versus a North rival in Sierra. About set and ready to go for the opening sprint. Here in the third place game, 2019 3C2A Water Polo Championships. And here we go. Novakovic, the first person there, gives back to Katoon. Ball swung around to Gigi. Giovanna Valente Cardenudo. Near side now to Higginbotham. Ball tapped away, but it'll stay here after the foul. Novakovic at the top, fires in. That one swatted away by Samantha Churcher. So here come the Wolverines. The Wolverines and the Vikings duking it out here in the third place game. This is Crouch. Crouch over to Balter. Gives it near side, good movement. Chapman sends it back over to the point. Balter. Bailey fires one in, and Raquel DePino, the All-American, on top of it. Raquel, a Brazilian native. Kicks it up ahead to Higginbotham. Katoon gets it back. Double team comes. Higginbotham now with it. Higginbotham looking for a lob shot. Churcher ready for it. Timed it perfectly. We go back the other way with Sierra holding. Looking for the one-timer, and that was terrifically anticipated by Novakovic. So Nadia with the interception defensively. Let's see if she can get going offensively. The ball shot up ahead to Higginbotham. Novakovic. See if she can flash the cannon that we've heard so much about. Ceballos has that skip shot come off. Kicked up ahead from Churcher. Churcher up to Hardenberg. Hardenberg, nobody in front of her. She's one-on-one with DePino, and Raquel swats it away. It's a nice job by Raquel DePino, and now quickly starting it the other way. Novakovic is one-on-one. She turns on it, and the double team comes over, and it's a steal. That's a terrific job defensively by Angie Calzada. Calzada with a hat trick yesterday in the losing effort versus Fullerton. We're going to see a 5-meter here for Sierra. Looks like Crouch will line up for this penalty shot. DePino out in front of it, and Crouch strikes first blood for Sierra. So the Wolverines on top, 1-0. We see Sierra. So Raquel will fire things up. This is Cardenudo. Looking for Novakovic. She's taken under the water, and Cardenudo fires it in. Well, all the attention paid to Nadia Novakovic. Cardenudo actually scored the first goal yesterday versus RCC. First goal of the entire game in that one. Of course, Tigers responded in a big way defensively after that, really stifling the Vikings en route to the win and punching their ticket into today's final versus Fullerton. So that'll even it up at 1-0. Chapman with it. Here comes Katoon. Katoon will be excluded out. So it's a kick out. And the Wolverines with a man advantage. Calzada gets it back, going cross pool, looking for some room. Galbaugh puts it in. Excuse me, Bailey Chapman with the goal. Have a good look of it here on replay. As we see the feed from Galbaugh to Chapman, Chapman finishing. And Sierra takes the lead 2-1. Novakovic at the point, gives off to Cardenudo. Novakovic driving, frees up Higginbotham. Higginbotham with some room, finds Novakovic. The one-timer not there, Churcher denies. Obviously the defensive effort going to be very well focused on Novakovic. We see it right there. They knew it was coming. And the big question yesterday was, would the role players and the secondary players for West Valley step up as Riverside really quelled any type of threat after the first goal that was scored? We'll have an exclusion here for Sierra, so West Valley will be on the power play. DePino looking for an opening, finds Novakovic at the point. Novakovic directing traffic over to GJ near side. Nice find, it's Ceballos. Very little hesitation, Churcher no chance. That'll even it up at 2-2. We see the movement here and terrific placement with the skip shot from Ceballos. So I have a foul. Back to the Vikings it will go. So we change sides of the pool. Under 3 to go in the opening period. Cardenuto out front with it. She's going to fire from deep. And Gigi scores again. That's her second goal. 2 for Gigi, 1 for Ceballos, and now West Valley with a 3-2 lead here in the first. So back and forth we go here in the third place game. West Valley able to capitalize on the power play. Churcher looking for something to open up. And we'll have an exclusion. This is going to go against Novakovic. We'll have a timeout called by Sierra. We saw a lot of this yesterday. Timeout at the pool. Scott Decker will want to talk things over, see if they can even things up at 3 apiece, but we'll find out after this. 2:42 remaining in the first quarter. You are watching 3C2A Women's Water Polo, the third place game from Golden West. Sierra on the power play. Novakovic in the box. And a chance for the Wolverines to even things up at 3-all. Trailing at 3-2. Triple team comes, and it's a turnover. And a steal for the Vikings as DePino now with possession. Novakovic out of the box. Cardenuto with it. Over to Ceballos. Ceballos looking for her second goal. That one deflected out of play. The defense there from Avery van der Linden. Deflected out by a defender. Possession goes back to Sierra. Contact foul. Chapman tries to go near post. DePino right there. It hit the post, but that one wasn't going in anyways. DePino timed it perfectly. Pass up ahead. It's a beauty for Golden. From DePino. Golden with a lot of water in front of her. Will she rise up or is she going to give it off? Double team comes and we're going to see a foul going the other way. Novakovic whistled. Or is it Golden? I think Golden actually was whistled for the violation. So Sierra now bringing it back, coming up on the 1 minute mark in the first quarter. Chapman gives off. This is Crouch. Crouch, who scored a goal earlier on a 5-meter. Ball under. A violation from Sierra. Novakovic will bring it forward for West Valley. Under a minute to go. Near side to Fields. Fields to the point to Cardenuto. Cardenuto looking for a little daylight. Calzada Comes up to pressure. Novakovic rises up. Goes with a little spin shot off a defender. Looked like that was Hardenberg. Hardenberg with an assist earlier, showing off on defense as well. Balter. Now for Sierra with possession. Half a minute to go. Guarded closely by Ceballos. Ceballos gets the hands up. To the point, up top, Crouch with a rifle. Denied. The comeback from Calzada. DePino did such a good job saving the first shot, but Calzada very opportunistic, ties things up at 3-0. Talked about her offensive showing yesterday for Calzada. Had 3 goals. That's the first here today. And nearing the end of the first period, we're knotted up at 3 apiece. Let's see if West Valley can respond here at the end of the first. Novakovic over to Cardenuto. To Golden, back to Novakovic. You're trying to free up a lane. Novakovic dips underneath looking for a lane, and it's a steal for Calzada. We go in at the end of one, 3-0. Sierra, the Wolverines, and the Vikings from West Valley. You are watching the third place game of the 2019 3C2A Water Polo Championships. And we head to the second period, knotted up at 3-all. West Valley and Sierra here from Golden West College, the 2019 3C2A Water Polo Championship. It's the third place game. Goals for Sierra from Calzada, Chapman, and Sierra Crouch, who has the ball right now. In that first period, Cardenudo with a couple in the first, and Ceballos also with a goal. And here we stand at 3-all. Foul called. Bring it out to Crouch. She gets it back. She's working at the point. Crouch again with it. And DePino denies. Calzada looking for a carom. Had a hand on it, but not much there. And DePino will collect it and start the break back the other way. Terrific find in Novakovic. That one skips on the water. Novakovic able to track it down. Looking for a driver. She finds Fields. Fields kicks it back, but that pass is stolen by Calzada. She was looking to send it back to Ceballos at the point. Instead, not enough on it, and Calzada delivers with a steal. So Churcher will kick it up ahead. It's Balter. Balter on the dribble. Brings it up to Crouch. Back to Balter. Looking to go cross pool. Gets it back to the point. Balter with the lob shot. Takes a little bit off, looking for placement. And it hits the crossbar. DePino quickly up ahead. She's looking for Novakovic so fast in the pool. Novakovic out ahead of the pack. And there's going to be an exclusion here. That's going to go against Potts. So Madison Potts to the box. And a man advantage for West Valley. Katoon were not expecting to receive that pass. Nearly lost it. Ceballos, no look over to Cardenudo. Katoon looking for an opening. Novakovic couldn't time that one well. 10 on the shot clock. Cardenudo has that one deflected out of play by Calzada. It goes back to Sierra. 6-minute mark in the second period. Potts out of the box. Has it on the far side. Still on the dribble. Here comes the defense. That pass stolen by Cardenudo. Not enough on it. The pass was intended for Natalie Nobili.
In a pass to a spot.
Ceballos over to Cardenudo near side. Calzada showing off offensively yesterday. Defensively, she's been a factor here today. Novakovic looking to rise up. No, gives off to Cardenudo. Cardenudo places it perfectly at an angle. A little bit of a spin shot off of the crossbar, and in 4-3, West Valley takes the lead. See the shot here, and Cardenudo really wastes no time. She says, hey, if you're going to give me a lane, I'm going to fire and deliver. And it's a goal for Gigi. Coming up on 5 minutes now here in the second period. Back and forth affair. Could we maybe see an overtime match here in the third place game for the women?
Well, now we're definitely going to see one. Hadn't had one yet.
I'm trying to go with the jinx. See, if I say it, then it won't happen. But if I don't say it, then of course it's going to happen. Crouch looking for Calzada. Calzada one-on-one. DePino right there. Here comes the defense. DePino has it sneak past her from Calzada. And the persistence prevails for Sierra as Angie Calzada with her second goal.
Yeah, this is just a loose rebound in front, and it's one of those loose balls, and it's the team that wants it more, if I can offer up the cliche. But this is great second effort by Sierra, and it leads to a goal.
Ceballos a little late getting back defensively. I think maybe Ceballos was thinking offense, and DePino might have had a beat on it, but instead Calzada comes free, able to poke it past the All-American. So Raquel will get things started up to Gigi. She's looking for Novakovic. Novakovic, tough angle with the double team going up against. Ceballos has that skip shot deflected by Churcher. And Sierra will look to counter.
And it looked like they were trying to clear out a side for Novakovic, but then they reversed it to the other side and took the shot from there.
Agreed. Bolter now with it on the far side for Sierra. Contact from Cardenudo. A whistle. Bolter still with it. Looking for an opening. Finally brings it cross pool. To Hardenberg. Hardenberg looking for Potts. We'll have a whistle. Potts will have it. She'll fire over the crossbar and out of play. Pino did not get a hand on it, so it will stay here. DePino fires. Up to Cardenudo. Higginbotham. Up to Katoon. Katoon puts it in the near post.
Well, the last shot came from Cardenudo and went to the other side, so they're mixing it up nicely. That time Katoon from a very similar spot in the pool, but goes to the near post and puts it in there. That is a nightmare for Churcher in goal, trying to defend balls coming every direction.
Yeah, just not quick enough to anticipate for Churcher, and it's a goal for Katoon. So West Valley now with the lead back at 5-4. Up ahead to Bolter from Churcher. Novakovic will have to retreat back. Higginbotham defensively retreats back, and here's Crouch up top. That shot over the crossbar. We're going back the other way anyway. Whistle before the shot got off.
Last couple times down, it looks like Sierra's running more of a 4-2 in the offense with the double hole set, but they haven't been able to get a shot from down low in that offense.
Cardenudo quickly back the other way. She's going to rise up. She's going to fire. It's going to go over the goal. Looked like Churcher got a hand on it. If that was the case, it would have stayed with West Valley, but they'll say it was first deflected. I think the first to get a hand on it was Maya Jones. So Sierra now with possession on the far side. Hardenberg brings it near side to Sabrina Grotto. Her first action here today. Grotto holding. Lob shot to Pino. Nearly caught off guard. And she has a little wry smile there, Raquel does. If that was placed a little bit better, that would have been a goal for Sierra. Instead, West Valley maintains a 5-4 lead. Shot blocked up front. Ball underneath. And we'll have a timeout called. Jeff, was that ruled an exclusion? Did hear an extended whistle.
Didn't quite hear what the last call was on that last shot. It was a rebound right out to Higginbotham, and she was actually point blank. But it did look like, to your call, that the ball went under. And I thought that drew the whistle.
So 5-4, and I think we're going to see a power play when we come back for Sierra. Out of the timeout, Sierra trailing 5-4, but with possession. We were speculating as to whether or not there would be an exclusion. No indication yet. Looks like there are 6 heads in the pool for West Valley defensively. 2:08 remaining in the second period. This match for the third place game. The third place crown in 2019 for women's water polo in the 3C2A. Crouch with it at the top. Gives off the gal ball. That one to the top, deflected by DePino. The All-America shining yet again in goal. That shot from the point from Avery Vanderlinden.
Yeah, a lot of defensive emphasis at the 2-meter line. And to me, Michael, that's a statement that if we can get shots to come from outside, we've got a lot of faith in DePino to make saves.
For sure. Vanderlinden with the lob shot, and this time DePino said, I got this one. Timed it perfectly. We'll have an exclusion. I think that's going to go against Vanderlinden. And check that, is that Maya Jones? Actually, Jones is going to come off. It's going to be a double exclusion. Novakovic looking to fire, and she does and scores. Was there a miscommunication with the substitution and an exclusion? And that puts Sierra 2 people down. And now they're 2 goals down, 6-4. Not up at 3-all after 1, but now West Valley able to pad their lead, leading by 2. Vanderlinden with it.
And then commit the foul, and then they'll slough off to double team in the whole set.
Yep. Higginbotham comes off. This is Chapman. Up to Vanderlinden. Gets it back. Chapman looking for an angle. The lob shot is not there, and DePino starting to anticipate it and cutting off the angle.
It'll be interesting to see if there's the adjustment there. Do you fake that shot, maybe skip to the near post at some point? And I think you're right, Michael. I think DePino's ready for that.
Yeah.
I think ready for that move to work if you're Sierra.
Ready to pounce. The backhander not there off of Churcher, though, so it's going to stay here with that West Valley on the attempt. That was Ceballos looking for another one. Ceballos will enter in. 33 seconds remaining in the second period in the first half. Cardenudo, the first to that one, fouled by Chapman for Sierra. Cardenudo looking to enter in Novakovic. She'll kick it out. That pass is stolen by Chapman. Novakovic wanted a call. Thought she was held under by Potts and Calzada. 15 left in the period. 15 seconds, that is. Churcher kicks it up ahead. This is Vanderlinden. Vanderlinden looking for an opening. He has Calzada with a moment. Balter from out front, and the point. That shot at the end of the first half in for the goal, and DePino a little late getting there.
Are they waving that off? I thought I saw that.
Yeah, did they wave that off before?
It looked like the official, well, they're putting it on the scoreboard, but I thought I saw the official give the sign that maybe they were waving that off, but I think the shot definitely came before the clock hit 0.
Hey, can we see a replay on that last goal? I wonder if we can maybe.
The scoreboard does have it at 6-5, but we only have the current. I mean, that doesn't really tell us much about the timing, but it looks like it is going to count. But see if we can see the clock up there.
Yeah, it scores before the clock goes off.
I think it's indicating that it's a good
that's
shot.
An error. Aaron Johnson, our director today, we're going to go back to that angle, and we'll see the goal score before the 0 hits the clock. Watch the clock here up at the top of the screen. The shot's going to come off at about 2 seconds. Shot is in. It's still 1 on there, and now it's 0. The shot's in the goal, and he's waving it off, and I wonder if he's waving it off because of time or because of a whistle. Get some clarification here for you. That's a great job by Emory Johnson, Matt Henson at the table. We'll be back in a moment after halftime. start of the third quarter. 6-5. As Sierra able to cut the deficit to just one at the end of the second period. West Valley, the first to get there on the sprint. Looked like Cardenudo actually made first contact when it comes to Sierra Crouch. And now Jordan Galbaugh with it at the top. We'll have a foul called. Calzada. Was that Hardenberg? Whistled for violation. Cardenudo brings it near side. Novakovic has a little bit of daylight in front of her. Let's see if she rises up and fires away. She will. And it does get past the end line, in for the goal. That's a quick response out here in the third period, especially by Novakovic trying to assert herself offensively. What a welcome sight that would be for West Valley. Really bottled up throughout the weekend is Nadia. I believe that's just her second goal, maybe third goal on the weekend. Chapman, meanwhile, swims in. We'll have another violation. This one's going to go against Hardenberg, excuse me. The ball now on the far side to Cardenudo. Gigi looking for an opening. See if she just fires in. Nobody's going to stop her. She's going to fire for the goal, looking to go cross cage. That one off of the corner bar. The ball up ahead to Balzer. Wasn't expecting it from Churcher, but Balzer now holding on the near side. Gives off to Galbaugh. Galbaugh gives it back to Balzer. Balzer with Calzada running interference. DePino read that perfectly. And with the save again, Novakovic out ahead of the pack. It's 2-on-1. Cardenudo, Gigi, Novakovic working against Crouch, and Novakovic has that one go off the bar, gets the carom once more. Churcher denies. Cardenudo will be the first to get it. Possession will stay here with West Valley. A couple of missed opportunities for Nadia Novakovic, looking to add to a 2-goal lead for West Valley. Cardenudo with it at the top. Gives off. Ceballos with the cannon, but Churcher right there. Chapman working 1-on-2. Now with Calzada posting up. Clear for Balzer at the point. Crowded lanes. Jordan Galbaugh. Back to Balzer. We'll have a foul. We're going back the other way yet again. They get Hardenberg again. DePino finds Novakovic. Novakovic, will she work quickly? Spin move. Novakovic looking to make a move. She's held down. This is going to be a kick out and a man advantage for West Valley. Cardenudo swings it around to Higginbotham. Up to the top. Novakovic looking for a lane. Gives off. Ceballos denied by Churcher. And the goalies continue to shine for the northern teams as Churcher and DePino have been terrific here today. Balzer up ahead. She has Chapman. Chapman with DePino coming out and playing a little defense, and Raquel showing why she's an All-American selection for West Valley. Chapman had a lot of daylight, but DePino rising up out of the pool. Now it's Raquel giving off to Higginbotham. Ceballos at the point. Ceballos kicks back. This isn't out of the realm for Novakovic to rise up and let loose. She rises, looking for a lane, looking for the crossbar. She finds it. It caroms off, and it will go to Sierra. We got a tight one here in the third place matchup between Sierra College and West Valley. Under 4 to go in the third period. Higginbotham looking for a steal. Instead, with some contact, there's a whistle. She'll have to come off. Vanderlinden gives off to Chapman. Chapman with the lob shot. DePino ready for it. DePino pursued by Calzada, or check that, excuse me, that's Hardenberg. And DePino will kick it up ahead. Gigi Cardenudo, inside out cap. I hope I'm correct, I think I am. Higginbotham, back to Cardenudo. Looking for Novakovic to come free in the middle. It's terrific defense by Calzada. We're going to have a whistle on Novakovic, chalking for position. Sierra now with possession. Back the other way we go. Near side, Galbaugh. Galbaugh inside, looking for Hardenberg. It's just going to be a 5-meter. Let's see what the call's going to be here. Crouch going to attempt her second 5-meter. Crouch. She's 1 for 1 in 5 meters. Make it 1 for 2. DePino with the save. Guessed right, all over it. And Raquel kicks it back the other way quickly. Cardenudo now with it. Gigi works it near side for Golden to the point. Novakovic looking for some room. Everybody aware of her firepower. Higginbotham now with it on the far side, holding. Cardenudo back to Higginbotham with an angle. Lobs it over to Golden. Golden tries to go near post, and Churcher denies. Galbaugh now for Sierra. Converged on quickly by Ceballos. Up to Vanderlinden. Back to Galbaugh. Galbaugh circle around, back to Chapman. Vanderlinden at the top. The hands are up, and it's a deflection for DePino. I don't know what her save numbers are on the weekend. I know they're fairly gaudy. Novakovic bring it up for West Valley. Still leading by 7-5. And we'll have an exclusion. This is going to go against Sierra Crouch, so a man advantage for West Valley. Cardenudo at the top. See if they can free up Novakovic by circling the ball around. It's a matter of execution. See, Ceballos maybe has beat on it. Novakovic drawing a defender away. They're trying to free it up. Ceballos skip shot off of the post wide left. Coming up on a minute to play in the third period. The ball up ahead to Bailey Chapman. The freshman brings it forward. She's looking for somebody streaking down the middle. Back to Crouch at the point. Circles around to Vanderlinden. Chapman gets it back. They're looking for an opening here. We're going to have a whistle, and Novakovic ahead of the pack, going the other way. West Valley looking to pad a 2-goal lead. Novakovic has it up out of the pool. Lob shot. She takes a little off of it, and Novakovic shows off the finesse to go with the power, and it's an 8-5 lead for West Valley. Under a minute to go. The defense has been stellar in the third period. All that sparked by the terrific play in goal from Raquel DePino. So Sierra College and the Wolverines will look to respond. Foul call and an exclusion here for Cardenudo. So Gigi going to come off. So at the end of the third period, an opportunity here to cut into the lead for West Valley. That pass a little bit off the mark from Chapman. Finds Potts. Potts. Good to Balter. Potts. Balter. DePino with another save. Stay here. That one goes past the crossbar off of DePino.
Trying to set up the one-timer, and DePino's anticipation there is what makes the difference. She's already flying across.
And not only that, her anticipation, but her ability to rise up and stay risen out of the pool. Talk about the endurance and the power for your goalie. That shot will be deflected. At the end of 3, it's a 3-goal lead for West Valley, looking to earn third place honors in 2019. See a couple of the highlights at the end of that third period as Nadja Novakovic makes it an 8-5 lead. Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff with you on today's coverage, the entire weekend's coverage of the 3C2A 2019 Water Polo Championships. Men's Championship final between the rivals of Golden West and Long Beach City. Will duke it out in our next match. We'll have a timeout called after Sierra won the sprint. So Scott Decker puts the speed in to win the opening sprint, understanding the importance of the opening possession of this fourth quarter. Puts the speed in, takes a 30-second timeout, now puts in the offense. Calzada brings it near side. Galball. Balter. Calzada. They go around the horn on the exclusion. Apparently there was an exclusion at the end of that third period. That's why we saw what we did. Both teams now back to full strength as Ceballos comes and converges defensively on Calzada. It's a steal, a near steal for Cardenudo. We'll have a ball under. That's going to be called on Sierra Crouch. And we go back the other way. Novakovic from Cardenudo. She spins free, trying to make a move to garner a little separation. And that's terrific defense by Jordan Galball. Quickly started the other way. Hardenberg. Point blank. Past two defenders and Raquel DePino. No easy feat. And it cuts into the lead for West Valley, who lead it now by 2, 8-6.
Yeah, Golden coming on the double team there. And this is just a great move. And just a moment before she can fully get there, gets that ball up and out. And past DePino. What a great individual effort.
Under 7 to play. West Valley looking to respond after giving up the opening goal of the fourth period. Ceballos kicks over to Golden. Cardenudo. Cardenudo catches Hardenberg on the chin. Golden gives off to Ceballos. Ceballos forward will fire the crossbar. Saves Churcher. And Sierra from going down by 3 yet again. Churcher now gives off. This is Jordan Galball. Novakovic over defensively quickly. At the point to Crouch. Crouch looking for some room. We know she has some power from the point. She gives off and right into the hands of Raquel DePino. Novakovic cherry picking back the other way. Nadia one-on-one with Churcher. Nadia rising up. She take a little off it. No, she goes power, and Churcher denies again.
What an unbelievable save by Churcher.
Out on an island, Novakovic with a near steal, and Churcher able to earn the whistle. 5-on-5 here.
Well, I'll tell you, if Sierra can come all the way back here, Michael, no play will be bigger than that.
Well, Sierra with both the men and the women, seeing the men with the win in the third place game. Both teams looking to make third place honors, and Balzer puts it in, and now it's a 1-goal ball game.
And we got a timeout coming.
And timeout Vikings, they want to regroup, hanging on by the slimmest of margins. We'll be back. Both teams at full strength, 8-7. A mini run here by Sierra has them to within 1. West Valley looking to respond. Novakovic with possession. Ceballos. And that ball in from Novakovic into the corner.
Well, they're not going to let Novakovic beat them from the 2-meter line, and that's a good adjustment last couple of possessions to move her out to the 5-meter line. And obviously, as she demonstrates here, she's got the ability to find the back of the net from anywhere in the pool.
She rises up past the defense and is able to fire, really fading away there. So she can obviously beat you in close, but from far out as well. It's back to a 2-goal lead for West Valley. Little breathing room. Van der Linden, that one denied by Raquel DePino. And Novakovic ahead of the pack, nearly forgot the ball. Able to maintain her gap between her and the defense, and she'll put it in. It's a 2-goal run for Nadia Novakovic.
And the adjustment by Novakovic, last time it was a lot of balking trying to get Churcher to move one way, maybe go the other way. But this time gets the shot off before Churcher can really react. This is a great response out of the timeout, Michael. Couple of goals for West Valley. Go back up 3.
And we're going to have a foul. I believe this is going to go against Emily Field. So an exclusion and a man advantage for Sierra. 4:28 to go. Calzada denied by DePino again.
They're trying to switch the attack going from wing to wing, but DePino very aggressively anticipating that pass and moving to the other side of the cage.
Yep. And we'll have a foul. This is going to go, this is going to go against Vanderlinden. So back the other way. West Valley now with possession. Katoom comes into the ball game. DePino holding, looking for an opening. 4:12 to go. Gives off to Ceballos. Ceballos with some water in front of her. Ceballos gives off to Novakovic. Novakovic quickly converged on defensively by Chapman. Higginbotham, Katoom. Over to Fields. Back to Katoom at the point. And that one thrown into the corner right to Crouch from the top. Katoom, I think maybe saw a player leak free, but it was the wrong cap. So Sierra now with possession, under 4 to go in the 4th. Chapman with possession for Sierra.
Maybe a temporary game saver there with that stop for Sierra, keeping them within 3.
Agreed. Defense there from Ceballos. DePino gobbles it up.
And with DePino in goal, you almost think if you're West Valley at this point, you're starting to think about just taking 30 seconds off. If they can get 4 goals against DePino in the next 3 minutes, more power to them for Sierra.
Cardenudo, perhaps with the nail in the coffin. She has a hat trick in this one. See the replay, and Cardenudo takes her time, surveys, finds an opening, and delivers. 3:02 remaining in the 4th. The lead now stretches to 4 for West Valley. Into the middle, and the defense there, the double team of beauty from West Valley. Sabrina Grotto, really no chance. Now quickly the other way, Novakovic ahead of the pack again, working against Potts and Crouch. It's going to be a 5-meter.
Yeah, Crouch at that point trailing the play and feeling you got to do something with Novakovic with the inside water heading one-on-one with Churcher.
Yeah, good luck on that. So the 5-meter. In play here is Novakovic. Look to add to her goal total. She goes right up the pipe. Middle of the net, skip shot in.
Yeah, Churcher guessed right. Had her body there, but it can be so difficult just to corral the ball even if you're there.
Agreed.
I'm going to take one more look at this one. And Churcher's anticipation was there at the right read, but great job skipping it in by Novakovic.
2:34 to go. And it's a 4-goal lead for West Valley. Spread the word, everybody. www.socalcollegesports.com. Back to action we go. Chapman sends that one over the crossbar. Championship matches for the men's, then the women's coming up. Novakovic got a 2-on-1, and she'll give off. Higginbotham with some room. She'll put it past Churcher for another goal. Novakovic now getting into the act in the assist column. It's a goal for Higginbotham.
Yeah, Novakovic finds Higginbotham on the drive, and that's just great unselfishness and great movement off the ball by Higginbotham, and then she converts. And, you know, in any level, any sport you're talking about, it's so important when you play with a player that demonstrates a level of greatness or a real leadership of a team, that you don't get caught up in just watching them play and too much reliance on them, and you got to keep playing yourself. And when you do that, good things happen. And you see there with Higginbotham continuing to work off the ball, and what happens, she receives a great pass, gets a goal.
The lead out to 6 now for West Valley. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the fourth. After this, Long Beach and Golden West. You can find that in all of the games on the 3C2A website, www.cccaasports.org. Tournament Central, courtesy of Mike Robles, George Matagakis here at the championships, and Carlisle Cardo. Special thank you to them, allowing us to bring you live coverage of the 2019 3C2A Water Polo Championships, among many other championships.
A myriad championships?
A plethora?
also good.
Should I say it like they do in Three Amigos? Plethora? Skip shot not there, off the post.
We throw in a couple more words, there'd be no way that they wouldn't think that we'd have a thesaurus open in front of us.
I'd be well served if I did. Galbaugh with it. Vanderlinden looking for some room. DePino, so good here today. She's been very impressive. She was impressive yesterday versus RCC, and you know, RCC has a lot of offensive firepower. We talked about the scores really not being indicative for how well some of the goalies played yesterday, particularly Raquel DePino. Another save for Raquel. I like when she makes me look good. Talk her up, and then another save. Fields looking for Nadia. Nadia. And we'll have a foul here. Emily Gamelgard, now the goalkeeper for Sierra. Gives off ahead to Amanda Stinson. Some jockeying between Novakovic and Vanderlinden. So here comes an exclusion with 16 seconds to play. Sierra will look to punch one through as time expires here. Let's see if they can. That one to the far side, looking for the one-timer, and the one-timer was there, but it was from the defense, and right to DePino. Sierra Ceballos taps it to her, and DePino sends it the length of the pool, and that'll do it for our third place match here as West Valley takes third place honors in 2019, 13-7. The championship for the men coming up here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you in a few minutes on our other event.